Hello.
Can't be too large and in charge. Ugh. Alrighty. How are you today?
Hmm. Sorry, the sound was on. What'd you say? My apologies.
You already putting me on mute? Gee,
No,
thanks.
no, the sound on YouTube was on.
Oh, okay. That's usually me doing that.
Well, yeah, I think you asked me how I was doing, and I'm good. What's going on with you?
Not bad, not bad. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Commentary Zone Noontime Edition. On the docket today, we have Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 50, Life After Lockup, The Sober Truth. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell, and most importantly, tell a friend. Ugh, it's prison day.
It is, but I'm not sure how you feel about this episode. But I
Mhm.
just got done watching it, and I was like zoning in and out. Was
Yeah, it
that
was
normal?
kind of boring for me. I told you
Okay,
yesterday, like I boiled mine down to was that it was a lot of people that I didn't like,
yeah.
but upon reflection, it didn't give its normal oomph.
Okay, so I'm just glad it wasn't me.
Yeah, so
There was no such.
it can't be a winner every time.
No, of course not.
Okay, so the YouTube alert, I guess, just went out. Okay,
Yes, it
so
did.
as everyone comes into the room, please just give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it, and I can't wait to hear all your comments in the chat. Hey, Crazy Cat Mama. Hey, Nise. Hey, Queen. Hey, Queen Bee. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so who do you want to start with first?
Ooh, most of them are just so forgettable.
Hey,
Let's see.
Krista.
Mm, it's hard to choose on this
Okay,
episode.
so let's go through. There's Brittany and Marcelino, Lacey and Shane, Deontay and Nicole, Sean and Sarah, Brittany and Ray, and those are the cast of characters this week.
Let's get Brittany and Ray out the way.
Okay, all right. And they had a lot of content. Well, I made a lot of notes. So anyway, all right. So she decides to take Ray to her parents' house without telling them that she's bringing him. I
Right,
feel like
that
she
move.
makes all the wrong moves and then expects people to like be on her side, and I don't get it.
Exactly. Like she just makes the problem with her is she wants everything she wants now, and expects people to go along with her plan when her plan really isn't the best. And she so basically overall she's selfish. That's pretty
Mm.
much what it is. Because what killed me is that she's up here trying to have a baby with Ray. He's not feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, we need to wait. He's being responsible. She's being impatient. And did you see the size of his check? Come on now. He's thinking logically. She's just concerned, like, well, I want a baby. And I'm trying to figure out, like, why are you in such a rush to get married and have a child? Like, what's missing in you?
Mm. But is okay, so I know her previous boyfriend physically accosted her and went to jail for it. But was he in jail before that?
We didn't think so. And here's why. It's because that was never mentioned by her. He,
So why is
you
her
know, he
mother
was
so
like,
upset over
excuse
this?
me.
Yeah, okay, you expect more for your child. I get it, yada, yada, yada. And
Mm-hmm.
no, you weren't going to have a good reaction if she just sprung this on you. But your husband already met him. I'm sure that y'all spoke about it. Um, I think it's a little too late for her mom to say, okay, I'm going to need to see 3 paychecks. I'm going to need to see his actions and da 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 da. She's already in with this guy 100%. He's living at her house. I don't think you need to. I felt that the conditions that her mother laid down was just the start of a moving goalpost. because when he gets the 3 months on the job and all of the paychecks and he's helping support the house, when he gets to that goal, I feel she's going to put down more requirements to move the goalposts again.
She is.
I just wish she would be honest with
She's
everybody.
taking she's taking out her issues with the last boyfriend on Ray. Basically, that's just my opinion. Because there's
Mm,
no reason like he should have to pay for a old boy's mistakes. And it's my thing is that you need to hold Brittany responsible for that as well, because she hid the issues from you. So it's
mhm,
not just you just can't put all that on the men. I'm sorry, like what happened to her shouldn't have happened, but you can't blame the men for her not telling you in the first place. If she's taking it out, she's taking it out on Ray, which is not
mhm,
fair.
mhm. I agree with that. Um, the only thing that I agree with the mom on was that he has to earn his way back into society. Um, not just mom.
Right.
That was the only thing that I agreed with. Um, Brittany kept this man out in the car for over an hour while she was going back and forth with her mom, then to come out and get into the car and say, "Let's go." Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't have left him out there for an hour. I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry. We all knew where this was going with her mom. She could have left after 15 minutes.
Yeah.
um, she goes and she tells Ray in the car what her mom wants from him. And I thought he had a point. He feels that the mom could have at least come to the door or something. Like,
Something. Just to I don't think it would. I don't think it would have hurt the mom just to have a simple conversation and explain her side, even if it's just between the three of them.
what I didn't like about Ray was when he said he didn't see the problem. He feels like if the mom met him, she would love him like everyone else does. And this tells me that Ray relies on his charm to weasel out of other situations.
Mm-mm. It's just with the family dynamic, the way it lays. Brittany did not set this up the right way. So Ray went in with a handicap. So the way she set it up for her with her mom is the reason why Ray is getting all this backlash. Because remember, she didn't tell her mom and them until like he's about to get out. So had she presented Ray in a different way, I think she would have accepted him better.
So Queen Bee says, I think perhaps her mom realizes how rash she is. That I think that could be it too. That could be
Hmm.
a facet in all of this. Crazy Cat Mama says maybe she just has a bad track record with all of her boyfriends, and the mother is not wanting another repeat. Valid. Well, I think that is true based on just the last one, and what happened there. And then Ryan says, "Why is Brittany trying to trap Ray into a baby right now?" Yes,
Yeah,
I
that's
I
the
want to
point.
know that too. Like, do you want to work a third job?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. And Christoph says, Mom is acting that way because of her past choices. I do the same with my sons. Oh, well, here you go. I wonder if Ray knows about that previous guy.
I would hope so.
Okay. And
Just because
Christoph,
just because she keeps too many secrets.
hmm when your kids make stupid choices in the past, you don't welcome the next with open arms. Takes time. And Nise agrees. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Ciao. True. Okay. Y'all making some good points.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, what else happened? Oh, they get back home and all of a sudden Brittany gets horny and like she talks about her ovulation and that it's time now and that they've been trying to make a baby. But nothing has happened, and she wants to go and do it now because she's ovulating. And he says sex is the last thing on his mind. He feels like he's not good enough for her, and she doesn't care. Um, he asks if it's even smart to get pregnant with her mom like not on board.
Right.
And her reaction is that she's scared that something is wrong because she's not pregnant yet. Say what now? Are you not listening? I
He's
don't
not putting that much
know.
effort. I'm sorry. He doesn't like.
He
Well,
uh-huh.
my problem is that she's trying to make him have a baby. I don't like that because what's gonna happen if she gets pregnant? He's gonna resent that child because he's not. That's not what he wanted at this time, and it's not fair to the child or to him. Like I said, the main issue with her is she's selfish,
Uh-huh. Queen
and
Bee
she's not
says,
seeing that.
yeah, Queen Bee says, I'm liking Ray more and more. He's got some sense. And Kristoff likes
Yes,
Ray too. It
yeah,
just
I like
seems like
Ray
he's the
too.
only one who's thinking things through when it comes to finance and family planning. But yet, is he still going along raw dogging her? If you're saying all of this and you're having your concerns, but if you're still raw dogging, then that's not responsible and it nullifies all of your what you're saying.
So here's the thing, and I just thought about this. Say he is.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say he hasn't had a vasectomy at some point?
What? That he hasn't had what?
Who's to say he hasn't had a vasectomy?
At his young age?
I've met a couple people who just did not want children,
Oh.
and it was easier for the man to have it. He's like, no sense even putting myself in that position. So yeah, I know a couple of men who've had vasectomies. Like one was 30, one was what he was like 29 or 30. Yeah, they just did not want children.
Mm.
So and they were always upfront with the ladies they dated. Like if this was going to go any further, just so you know, I have a vasectomy. I can't have children. Children aren't what I want. So yeah, that's the way you do it. But the way he's acting, you would think that he had one
I don't think
because like
he had one.
because I'm just saying the way if he's still they're still having sex unprotected and he doesn't want children, she's forcing it and she's not getting pregnant. That's why I said who's to say he hasn't had one?
I don't think he had one. I think she has a lot of stress on her. She has two jobs. She has a lot of secrets, which she does admit at the end of this episode that she has a secret from her past that might affect both of them. And he's just like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not your sperm donor, not tonight. So he shuts down having sex, period. I think she's under stress trying to force this baby. Um, and I wonder what her secret is. Okay, so who was this? Kristoff says that he likes Brittany too. She's got her stuff together, just rushing into things. Kristoff, you're probably the only one who likes Brittany because there's nothing about Brittany that she's shown me that I liked yet. Crazy Cat Mama, the only one trying to make a baby is her. He is a wise young man to avoid her trap. Thanks, Queen Bee, for telling me I had a good point. Yay! Very rare that I do. Christoph says, or Ray could be old fashioned and feels inferior since Brittany makes more money than him. He wants to be the main provider, maybe.
I mean, I could see that, but I don't think so. And here's why: because he understands he has to pay this restitution,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be a minute of restitution. So, for example, say he got so for them to live decently, he would need to make 6 figures. And even with 6 figures, it would take him about 3 to 4 years to pay off those taxes,
Mm-hmm.
those restitutions. Because he owes like 140. So 140, you divide that by four, that's 4 years, that's 30 grand a year. So he's not making near 6 figures. So he's going to feel some kind of way because even though he has a full time job, he's still going to make less money than her. It's not going to matter. So I think it's more the way she's presenting his mother to him. Like, oh, my mom wants expects to see this, my mom wants that, this and that. So it makes him feel some sort of way, like, okay, I'm not good enough now. Will I ever be? She puts pressure on each side to make them feel some sort of way about the other side. I don't think she means to do it. It's just the way it comes across.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell
What
somebody you have to do this, do that, do this, do that, and they can't do that at this point in time. You know
what do you think the her secret is?
that can impact them both. I just really don't know what could she have done that could impact them both, unless she secretly got married to the ex boyfriend before he went to jail.
Queen Bee think oh sorry, Ryan Brown tells Queen Bee that she thinks that she did some minor jail time. Um really? Oh, I thought the secret was that the former boyfriend went to jail for what happened with her. I didn't think anything else. Well, I did think one thing else, but it is completely off base. Let's see. Christoph says, agree, Jamal, but Brittany is still being very, very positive and encouraging to him about his restitution. I think for the cameras. I'm thinking
Mhm.
perhaps she lost a baby previous. Oh,
Mm.
or what if she's lying about her age?
But it's something that will affect them both. I don't think lying about your age really affects them both.
Unless she's 45.
Well, yeah, then that's a whole other problem.
Or, oh, never mind. Okay, that's the end of them. Who's next? Let's do Brittany and Marcelino because they had the least amount of time.
Beautiful.
Um, we pick back up with them trying to get back into the house with Robert and them. They finally are allowed in, and they can take some beds and some racks of clothes. Um, how come? What's her name? Kanan.
Yeah.
Kanan. How come she didn't realize that she had the key at the beginning of all of that?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. This storyline is just dumb. Um, say the cop said it's a civil matter, so they can only take what Robert allows them to take. They seem all sad that they couldn't help people. Marcelino's comments flip flopped a lot for me because first he was there to keep Brittany out of jail, then he's amping her up to go to jail and looking for bail money. Then he's standing back while his wife is getting more and more agitated, which could lead to getting to jail. Like, why aren't you right there side by side with your wife trying to help out in this situation? Because to me, the way how he handled the situation was kind of like how he handled the business arrangement. He was just like, well, I'm going to let you handle that. And
Right.
don't get mad about losing the money if you took a hands off attitude.
Mhm.
And I felt it was like a hands off attitude when it came to the possibility of her going back to jail. It was just very, very weird. I would not want a spouse have those actions with me.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, am I buffering? I'm sorry. Hopefully the transmission will get better. Ugh. What are your thoughts on this segment they had?
It was a nothing burger for me. I'm like, because this is all staged. You knew you had that key when you rolled up. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you have the receipts, you have the leads, you have all this stuff, you have to have the keys. Otherwise, why would you bring that stuff in the first place? This is all storyline. I'm sorry, they annoy me.
Okay, so let's do Lacey and Shane again because this is another overproduced segment for me. Hi,
Right?
Tracy. Okay, Shane takes Lacey to the gym She still feels like he's cheating. She's still talking to John, but he don't know about it.
Hmm.
They get to the gym, they start their session. Some girl walks up and starts talking to Shane. She freaks out and they have a confrontation in the parking lot, and he winds up agreeing to taking a lie detector test. What?
Yeah, it's not that this is so overproduced. It's ridiculous.
Yes, right. I feel like this is fake.
Yeah,
Are we doing this to pay for his braces?
probably. They ain't cheap. He got the good braces too. He said that. He said that. Like they like what four G's or something.
Okay. Okay, so Tracy thought that Kanan having the key was a little strange. I thought the timing of her remembering having the key, like before we rolled up there, I'd have been like, Kanan, you got the key? Get it out. Because we just walking in there. But I don't know. I've never had to be in that situation, so maybe I don't know how to handle that. Okay, so this scene was pathetic. Tracy's just laughing, and Kristoff agrees with Ryan that the scene was fake.
It was
Um, Hold on. Queen Bee says the mic pack on the other girl was too much. Oh Lord, y'all down to looking at mic packs now? Oh my God. Okay, so Tracy says yes, exactly. So I guess she's agreeing that this is fake too. This is just total
terrible.
malarkey. Total malarkey. I I want Marcelino and Brittany off. I want Lacey and Shane off. Um, and if they're doing that a love during lockup uh, uh, franchise, maybe they can put Lacey on it to find another jailbird or something. I don't know. Okay, so who is next? Because we have hold on. We have Sean and Sarah, Deontay and Nicole left. Those two.
Sean and Sarah.
Okay. He gives the ultimatum to Sarah. This is where we pick up, and she doesn't appreciate it. She thinks that her kid deserves her full attention. They hang up, and she tells her mom about what happened. We see some like individual confessionals from her where, she really regrets her crime. Um, and she notes that all of her relationships have been bad, and she thinks now that she deserves something better. Sean meets Sarah for breakfast. Um, he says he knows that he hasn't been honest with Sarah, but he's hoping that this isn't a repeat of what happened with Destiny. Um, it starts off okay, but then I think he has like this attitude where he's still pushing this ultimatum because it comes across like he feels like he's owed something by her. And then she's like, are you paying for breakfast? Can we go tanning? You're going to pay for that. It just got really weird. Um, yeah, it was a strange breakfast. And
Yeah.
I wish she had stressed more about her building her relationship with her daughter and with her family and making that the priority before an actual relationship. But I do like it that she did tell him, I ain't asked you to do all of that. I ain't asked you to give me money. I ain't
Right.
asked you to move here and give up everything. I didn't ask you to do any of that. He,
Right.
on the other hand, never asked her what her priorities were getting out of jail.
Exactly.
Mm-mm-mm. Were John and Christina on this time? No, John and Christina were not on this episode, Christoph. Um, Christoph thinks this Sean and Sarah thing is a joke too. Okay. Well, yeah, everything with Sean is a joke. Queen Bee says, I don't think so. Oh. I kind of agree with you both because in Sean's head, I think he thinks these relationships are real
Mm-hmm.
because he thinks he has the power because he controls the purse and he thinks he can control other people with the purse. Um, but honestly, looking at Sean, he is a bit of a joke. I'm sorry that this is just ridiculous.
Agreed. It's his scenes are painful. It's like you're just doing the same dumb stuff again. And I'm calling now. He's gonna be on first season of Life during Lockup. Sorry.
Ryan says, kudos to Sarah for putting her daughter and her sobriety first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, Queen Bee. Sorry, I was answering her previous question. Oh, okay. Okay. No worries. It's sad. Um, although sometimes I do find some humor in Sean's scenes, I think in this episode I was just tired.
Yeah.
And like I agree with you, I never agree with the ultimatums.
It just don't work.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. And he's acting, but the problem is he keeps trying to tell her like, "Well, I did all this for you." Like he's not saying you owe me, but he's telling her that without telling her that, and that's wrong. You did this because you wanted to.
Mhm.
You don't put that on the other person.
Mhm. Anywho, that was the end of them. So last but not least, we have Deontay and Nicole. This was disturbing to me.
This, I'm not sure if you did this. I kept tuning in and out because it just really made no sense. Like she was talking in circles, he was talking in circles. The circles never came together. Um, she talking about she wanted a polyamorous relationship. He's like, I don't want to share, and she's determined. I'm like, huh? The simple fact that he even met up with her was the first mistake.
Mhm.
That's the
Agreed.
first mistake.
Agreed.
No, why? She's telling you she does not want to be faithful to you. She likes you. She likes spending time for you. You are basically a best friend who buys her stuff. That's all it is. It's a friendship. Like there's no chemistry between you two, and how you don't see that is beyond me. She had more chemistry with Zach and more chemistry with Tia than she does with Deontay. And he's for some he's trying to force this, and I don't understand like where is his self esteem? Like is it that low to where this is what you're willing to settle for? And what killed me when he said like when she told him what she wanted, he's like, I'll think about it. I'm like, excuse you? That's not what you were saying in your confessional. No. No, 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 no.
Well, I don't believe anything she said. Um,
Oh, of course
she,
not.
she said that she has C19 twice in 3 months. And he's like, oh, well, that will explain the weight loss. Huh? You did not see her foot? She's doing the same thing that Tia was doing the last time that they were on. They're on something.
I mean, allegedly, yes. If you go by what we see, what we can put together, I mean, it's a plausible explanation.
Her emotions were all over the place, like she was needing a fix. Um, I, I just don't trust anything that comes out of her mouth. And then Deontay, when they're in the car, he drives her home and he's like, you okay financially? Why are you caring about that? Like, and his excuse
Right.
for, well, I'm doing this because I feel guilty over what I did with Chelsea. Stop it. Stop it. You know what? You won't be caught in these situations if you would stop dating from the prison website.
Mhm.
What happened to that nice young lady that you went paddle boating with? You
Wasn't
wouldn't
his
have
type.
these situations with her. Ah, she's telling you that she's broke, and yet when you ask her how she is, she won't take money from you. She's priming you. She's setting you
Mm-hmm.
up, doo-doo.
So okie doke.
You already have creditors calling you for bills that she's racked up. Why do you want to sink further into this? You had 3 months where you were free of this nonsense, and now you willingly go back. I'm so disappointed in him. He makes no sense between his confessionals and what he's
Nope.
doing when he's interacting with people. And that counts for Derek, the girl he went on the blind date with, and with Nicole. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. And she just wants boobs. That's why she's going back for this.
Mm-hmm.
She just wants boobs. And she can't pay her bills, but she still has her cell phone on. She's got her nails done really fancy with all of the little glitter things on it. Her hair is freshly done because I don't see no roots. And she
Mm-hmm.
can pay for her vaping thing. That's not cheap. At least I don't think it is. Please tell me if that's expensive or not. I've never bought the vape. But like nothing is adding up. You don't need my money. You don't need my time. I wouldn't. Deontay, maybe this is just to get a paycheck or to fulfill
Mm-hmm.
contractual obligations, but you've got to do it in a way where you don't come off looking like a complete dodo bird.
That's the thing.
This, like, I'm aggravated because I hate to see him being portrayed like this. He seems like a nice enough young man
Yes.
who
That's
deserves a
the
lot
thing.
more than this.
That's the thing. He's very nice. He's just not thinking.
Wait, Crazy Cat Mama, what do you agree with me on? That's kind of scary. So Nisei says he doesn't like it. Ryan says, do you all think Deontay finances Tia and Nicole's wedding at the end of the season? Maybe that,
Ooh.
because remember there was chat online that he won 14 grand at the
Yes.
casino, and
He gave her half.
her he gave her 6 or 7.
Yeah, I heard half. I
Um,
heard it was 7.
and I'm like, why? So maybe that was the wedding present. I don't know.
Exactly.
Tracy says she looked wasted. Oh.
Mm.
And Tracy says probably to Ryan. Ryan's question. Oh God. At first I was just like, maybe he has that complex, you want to rescue people. Um, I don't know anymore. Ugh. Hey, Ablavi. I just think that this is ridiculous. And then there's a whole segment with her talking about her breasticles and that she wears a particular bra that is padded and pushed up to make her breasts look 3 sizes bigger. Stick with the bra. It's a lot cheaper than the surgery.
Exactly.
Or go and do some vidcam work like what's her name Lacey does, and you can earn your own boobies.
Exactly. Pay for what you want.
See, Ryan, I didn't want to say this, but basically Deontay is Captain Save-A-Ho. Thank you for saying it for me, Ryan. Yes, we all love Ablavi's show. Please check out Ablavi's channel. It's Ablavi M on YouTube, and she's hysterical. And if you get the chance, call in and chat with her because it just goes in so many different unpredictable directions. It really is a great escape to watch Ablavi on her channel. Hold on. Did y'all catch Mia on IG Live last month looking wasted out of her mind with stacks of cash, showing her mom too was just fine with her? Oh, Tia, yeah, I saw pictures of it. I didn't see the IG Live, but they were also claiming that they were kind of like scamming people. Tia and what's her name? Nicole. They were calling people asking for money, saying that they were on the show and she hasn't gotten paid yet, and people will send her money. So they
Wow.
are grifters.
Yeah,
Um, they obviously have some issues. I don't feel like Tia comes from any sort of substantial wealth, because if she did, one, she wouldn't be on this show, and two, she would be able to support her hoe better. That's just my opinion. Okay. The money looked fake. Ah! We got you, Tracy. We knew who you was talking about.
mhm.
Uh, whatever. They all deserve to rot in a fiery place. Tia has not looked normal from the first moment she's made an appearance on this show, Ryan. Um, I don't know what they're putting in those vape things, but somebody needs to look into that.
I agree.
Okay. Thank you, Queen Bee, for popping in. We really appreciate it. I'm driving. Paranormal, please be careful while driving. Okay. So basically, those were all the couples this week. Any final comments on them, Jamal?
Um, for this one, no. I'm trying to think. With this episode, nah, this was just a flat episode for me. Like, not much there. But do you want to tell the chat the news
What's the news?
about our second channel that we're planning, just so they know?
Well, you tell them because this is your baby.
Mm. So yeah, so basically we're gonna start basically a second commentary channel. We'll once we have it prepared, we'll drop the link. It's not gonna be anything fancy. It's just basically we're gonna do other topics outside of reality TV, kind of like an outlet. So we can talk. So we can talk. We have a lot of opinions about a lot of things, as we always talk. So why not put it out there? So we're gonna rebrand my old second channel into the new channel, and we're gonna cover a lot of things from like pop culture to some YouTube stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but it's just doing it that way is better because this is reality TV. This is what we love to do, and other content just wouldn't fit. So why not have another place where people can go and talk about other things? I think it would be a lot of fun. Just open up our creative, not to be boxed in, to make if that makes sense. Not to be so pushed into just reality TV. It's so much fun.
Basically, it's where Jamal can go to talk smack.
I'm not gonna talk smack. I mean, it's not gonna just be me. You're gonna be there too, of course, sometimes, and then like there'll be other creators I know. Like when we do our special, like our Y2
Mhm.
YouTube, that'll go there because it makes more sense there than on this channel. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Jamal, did you check our studio? Thank you guys. We made 600 subscribers.
Yeah, I saw.
Yay!
I
High
always wait.
five
I saw it last
for Tony.
night, but I was like, we'll wait till the morning just to make. You know how YouTube does? They take stuff away,
Oh,
put
yeah.
stuff back.
Wait, don't let YouTube take away our subscribers. Please, please, please keep on subscribing. We really appreciate it. Okay, so now that we've reached 600, we want to get to 700. We're never
Pretty
happy.
much.
Well, I'm never happy. I would like to get to 700. So
Mhm.
yay! Thank you so much, guys, for supporting. Thank you so much for participating in the live chat, and hello to everybody in the replay crew. Um, oh, Tracy is all for it. Okay, so we'll let you know when we have it all set up and rebranded. But good things to come, and more smack talking will be happening. All right. So Jamal, any final words? Oh, Tracy, hold on.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, we are on the way to 1,000. We might not be as fast as other people, but we're taking our time. We're not in any rush because we feel like the people who subscribe to us really like our content, and are really here for us and not just one of those people who subscribes and then never comes back, if that makes sense.
Right. I mean, like, yeah, could we do the messy stuff? Yeah, but is it really worth it in the end? No. Like, we're not trying to make YouTube like a full time job of a thing as they call it. It's just something we come on to do, have a little fun, talk with a community of people who enjoy the same topics. You know what? It's not that deep for us, and I do appreciate the people who really want to do this and want to make this their full time job. Um, Kudos to them. Like, I support a lot of people who do, so it's not that big of a deal. But for us, it's like, you know what, we just want to take our time and do things the right way for us, to where it's like, okay, like when we have 1,000 subscribers, we at least want maybe 600 or 700 people actually watching the content, versus having like 3,000 subs blow up really quickly, but your views are at like what 300. Yeah, no,
Mm-hmm.
that would be even more depressing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so tonight is is a very busy night for me because we have the season finale of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which we will be reviewing tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. And then I also have to watch Maths sometime because I'll be talking about that hopefully tomorrow on Heidi's channel. Um, if she still has the show, because I know she's in the middle of moving
Hmm.
um, from with her job and states and all that. So um, yeah, so tonight should be good.
Hmm.
I'm expecting this finale to be everything, considering the season has been so good for Beverly Hills.
And then
Mouse,
there'll be
not so much.
And then we found out, what we found out, like on Instagram and Twitter, how they're going at it already. Yeah, that's I'm interested.
Honestly, I think next season of Beverly Hills will be Kyle paying the piper for all the years that she has been cutting people's throats. Yes, Ablavi, I have been watching Maths Houston.
I haven't.
Be, it's really not worth it.
I know.
I Maths UK crazy. UK is crazy. I started watching that, but I have to do a binge. I think maybe Friday I'll do a binge of that. And then there's also Celebrity Dating UK, which I wanna take a look at as well. Seems like the UK is coming out with a lot of good content. Um, while Australia is under lockdown and their maths is delayed. Yeah,
I
I'm
want to see
I'm
Math
I'm
UK.
here.
I
It
want to
is
see Math
good.
UK.
I did I send you a sample? Did I
I
send
think
you?
you did,
Yeah.
and it was off screen because I'm, yeah, I'm all over that. When do they start
Yeah. Um
doing?
the Maths UK,
Yeah.
I think they're up to episode 20. So it's a full binge. It's a
Oh,
full binge, but we can take our time. There's a channel that runs it that I can send to you.
okay.
We can take our time and dissect it, and it does take a little patience and probably some closed captioning for some of the people.
Gotcha.
And remember, Maps UK is the one that makes the couple sign prenups.
Right. Yeah. You told me about that.
Yeah.
And then I'm excited. I'm not sure if you are, but I am. Project Runway starts next week. Been missing that. I love that. I've watched that show since season one. I love that show, and yeah, I can't wait for it. I can't
Where
wait for it.
Tracy wants to know, where do we find these other shows? The U and the Tube. YouTube is a treasure trove of excellent content of reality shows from other countries. So yeah, I watched what season was it? Season 8 of Maths Australia that
Yes.
hasn't aired here yet.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I tried to get you to watch it, but it came on the same time as
Yes.
ours did, and you didn't want to get confused. But that was amazing. I was up every morning watching that show right after they streamed it. in Australia. So it was brilliant. And the UK version I picked up online, because I watch a lot of Aussie TV, and they have sites that upload the content. So I love it. I love it. Pandemic got me sick and tired of American TV.
True.
Chantel's Family is back. That is something that we might have to watch again. Cheshire is coming back. Really? Oh, okay. You liked Cheshire, didn't you,
Yeah,
Jamal?
Cheshire is hilarious. I think Melbourne's coming back, but we don't get Hey You, which is I'm still crushed
Mm-hmm.
because that's the only way we can see it in the States.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe Housewives of Melbourne will be uploaded like how Maths Australia was. You never know.
Right. I'm hoping.
Yes. Settling. Is this person from Cheshire?
Who's
Pika's
the name?
Am Pika?
Oh, Pika. Yes, and Pika was on seasons like 1 to 6, I think. She likes
Mm-hmm.
the old crusties, as they call it.
Okay, so did you hear about Ampika settling husbands? I don't know what that means. Did she give a settlement to her husbands? Interesting. All right, guys, we're going to see you here tomorrow.
Hmm.
This is it, guys.
What?
This is
She
it.
caught a billion.
A
What?
billion? What? She's stealing? Oh,
Hold on. Hold on a second before it's settled in.
see, this is so. You've got him salivating now, Ablavi.
And Pika net worth.
Maybe these are the topics that you need to talk about on your on your new channel. Porn star turned billionaire. Oh my god. Really? What is
Mm.
Lacey doing wrong? Mm.
Which husband is this? Because I'm seeing something different. I'll have to do more deep diving because I can't see
Mm-hmm.
it. Oh,
Sure.
stealing. She caught. Wow. Oh, stole him
Stole
from his
from.
wife.
Oh, she's engaged
Oh,
to
the
him
new
now.
husband. This is new. Oh, okay. I got you.
Oh, good lord.
She caught herself a billionaire. Good job. But she
Mm-mm.
don't know.
And was friends with the wife. Well, there you go.
Exactly. That's why you don't never look. You don't introduce your spouse to. Not a fan of it.
Mm-mm. Well, Jamal, any final words on Love After Lockup?
No, we're good to go.
Alrighty then. So, guys, until tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, come ready to discuss Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season finale. All right, Jamal, until next time,
Of course.
bye.
Bye.